Time for our project community celebrating Hispanic Heritage Month. And this evening we go to East Salinas, the community they call the Alisal.
It's undergoing a major redevelopment. With a closer look at the plan, the community, and the people affecting change, here's Action News 8 reporter Felix Cortez.
These are the sights and sounds of East Salinas. It's a large part of it known as the Alisal, an area rich in sound, color, and Hispanic heritage.
We think it's the heart of the city. It's the heart of the city. The entire Alisal, to be honest with you, is just rich in culture, it's rich in people, and it's rich in values. Our community here really works well together.
Hispanics make up a majority of the Alisal population, many of them farm workers who are the backbone of the valley's multi-billion-dollar ag industry.
This is also where a lot of hard-working individuals call home. The culture in this area is family, hard work, and that's what we do.
And those who live in the Alisal don't have to go far to get what they need, as many of the local businesses cater to Latino needs.
There's so many entrepreneurs in this area. There's so much life. You got restaurants, you got clothing stores, you got nail salons, hair salons, you got, you got entertainment. You got everything here in the Alisal.
Son 5.13. Con 5 está bien. This is the masa itself. We have our machines over here, our mixers. That's where we prepare the masa.
Businesses like Leal's Bakery, well known for its masa that's used to make tamales. During the holidays, the line to buy masa stretches out the door and down the street. A second generation mom and pop.
My parents are the ones that started the business with a lot of hard work. There was times where they actually spent the night here.
Yeah, we used to sleep right there on the floor.
Yeah,
just to get up in the morning
just to get the business going.
But to better understand what the future holds for the Alisal, you need to know a little of its past. The area attracted thousands of migrants who were part of the Dust Bowl migration during the 30s. They were followed by Latino farm workers who were part of the booming ag industry. The area would eventually be annexed into the city in 1963. Nearly 60 years later, it's one of the largest tax revenue generators for Salinas.
The amount of tax revenue that is generated in this hub, it's a powerhouse. The Alisal is a powerhouse.
The Alisal and East Salinas area typically generating around $2 million a year in sales tax revenue, not far behind the Auto Mall and Westridge shopping area.
As far as the amount of retail sales, and we don't see that necessarily, that return on investment back into the Alisal for sure.
But that's beginning to change. Hartnell College has opened a campus in East Salinas. Major road improvements are being made, and the Alisal Vibrancy Plan will pump millions into revitalizing the area and making the area more pedestrian and bike friendly.
That's a good improvement because it would be more of a shopping destination rather than just driving through to get home or get to the next stop.
And leading the charge to make sure the Alisal Vibrancy Plan is carried through the end and the Alisal gets its fair share, Councilman Orlando Osornio, who grew up and continues to live in the Alisal.
To be able to know that these are the streets that I walked as a kid, and now being able to be up there and redirect funds to make sure that they benefit the folks that have been paying their taxes and that have been living in this area for so long, and letting them know that we have not been forgotten.
In Alisal, Felix Cortez, KSBW, Action News 8.